Good day, gamers. Fortain here, and welcome to episode 15 of Minecraft, the Betweenlands. Hello, everyone. I am doing well, and I hope you're doing well as well. On today's episode of Escape the Betweenlands, we are going to be working on a little bit of the parallel pinwheel mines, or at least the portions that I've gotten built so far, just showing off what I've been working on off camera. We're going to go mining for some materials, and if we are lucky, going to go ahead and be able to make some upgraded tools, or very least perhaps an upgraded sword. We'll see. At the moment, center base is still puttering along pretty well. I moved the lanterns over from the original starter base over here just to give some light. Again, still setting things up kind of in the background where I want to have certain plant farms, where I want to have certain creature farms, where I want to have the aspect stuff once I start doing it. Still setting that up. The main thing that I've been doing is just kind of digging farther downwards, expanding out certain areas at certain Y levels to become a full-on mining operation. Once I have access to full sets of Valenite, there's really not much that I'm going to be needing in terms of materials. Like, I'm really not going to need much octine or symarite or things like that. But I'm still going to need to step my way there. Well, I still need to have a full suit of Valenite armor, a full suite of Valenite tools, everything be enchanted and so on. So it's still going to take some time to get to there. So I want to make sure I have backups until then. That being the case, like I said, we're going to head downstairs and do some digging. As I've been digging and expanding certain areas, I did find some Valenite that I'm going to dig out on camera, because I do kind of want to keep that to be something that I show you all when I find it or when I dig it out. What I was doing here as we were beginning the episode is I was crushing up some ground bulb cap mushrooms. Doing that because as I was looking for different ways to light the parallel pinwheel mine, as I'm calling it, I came across glowing goop. Fish can't hide forever. Glowing goop is simply sludge ball and ground bulb cap mushrooms, and those combine into a handy little light source that I would like to play around with. So I went out to the sludge area on the map. You all have seen it a couple times. It is this area down here, where all of the small slimes and large sludge slimes tend to spawn. Just took a few of the large slimes and just let them kind of bounce around along the mud and dirt and stuff in that area. As we've seen, as they move along, they leave trails of sludge that you can scoop up with your shovel, and they become these sludge balls. Most times I cook them to become the sludge jellos, add sap to them to become sap jellos. But with this, what you can do, take the sludge ball and the bulb cap mushroom, and you get the glowing goop. You get 4 per crafting, which is nice, but you can use it to actually just light up areas. Thankfully enough, it looks like you can get the glowing goop back by just raking it with, a shovel or whatever. But according to my research, it does also, you can apply it to the walls and even the ceiling. And if you hold down, you can throw it. So that's cool. It's like, oh, I want to light up a cave right there. Sure, let me just boop, pop that along the wall, and there we go. And again, you can just collect it back by bopping it with a shovel. I think you can probably bop it by hand. Yeah. And you get the slime ball back, which is awesome. If you remember seeing back when I played SevTech, I made good use of the blood light from what was I think it was just blood magic. There is the blood lantern that you could use to just like toss lights in different corners of rooms and mazes and stuff. I use that quite often. But yeah, this is just going to be a nice little way that I can light up the roof of tunnels as I'm digging through, instead of having to use a whole bunch of sulfur torches. I'm going to use the occasional sulfur torch for certain lighting areas, or if I'm lighting up a big cave. But if I'm just lighting up the, step by step tunnel networks that I'm working on, just the straight paths, I want something that's a bit more renewable, considering we're still having to use a lot of the sulfur for cleaning tools, for repairing tools, for cleaning the tea bags when I'm making all of the brews. So I kind of want to try and save the sulfur for those specific uses. But let's go ahead. We'll grab some between stone here before we head downstairs. Because I do want to make some stairs. The reason I'm making some stairs is going to be parts of the parallel pinwheel mine, which let's go ahead and head down, show you what I've been working on with that. So again, this is not my idea. I got this idea a long time ago from watching Zisto, and even he stated back in the video that he was mentioning it in originally, he didn't come up with the idea. He got the idea from someone else. But I'm using it because I really like the idea. So down here, I'm going to do this at certain Y levels, Y level 64, 32, probably 16, just to give me the greatest variation of materials that I can get from digging. I'm going to dig out a 2x2 chunk area like I normally do. And what I will be doing is digging to, if we take a look at the chunk borders, digging to the border of the next chunk, the next set of chunks. I see something trying to path towards me. Just want to make sure it's not going to come attack me while I'm doing this explanation. So we have the border wall of the next chunk here. Something is coming towards me. I see you trying to path. There you are. Hello. I can also show off one of the very big advantages of doing this is that should I be down any of the different pathways and I get attacked, all I have to do... Oh, hi! You're coming down here to be with us, aren't you? If I happen to get attacked by anything, all I have to do is run back to the central room, and I'll have a large amount of space that I can use to kind of flank around the creatures and just strike them instead of trying to fight in a tiny little narrow hallway. I can just duck and dodge back here. There we go. Nice. Much easier to fight when I have a bunch of space like this to just kind of run around. Thank you. And into my inventory. Thank you. But much easier to fight when I have a bunch of space like this to maneuver around. But in any event, we start off here at the wall, the border to the next set of chunks. Okay. Along this part here, here's this chunk, I dig a 1 block wide pathway. This will allow me to access all the material that is in this area. Going down this pathway here, this set of chunks, I dug out a spot here, with a block in between, just to maximize the amount of material that I get. Digging down this pathway here, for example, I'll be able to gain access to any material here in the floor, on this wall, and up above. Anything that I find as I go through, I can dig out and just replace with more between stone, because I'm going to be getting a lot of between stone doing this. If I find after a while of digging down this tunnel, I'm not getting anything, getting bored, not finding any caves, I'm like, okay, go ahead and hop out of this tunnel and skip a few, head down this tunnel. Dig, trying to find any materials, any caves. I get bored, not finding anything there, skip a couple, come on down, dig down this path, and so on. You can just repeat this pattern over and over again to maximize the amount of material that you get and minimize the chances of missing things. Like, oh, if I'm digging down this pathway, there's a chance there could be material like in the floor along this seam, but more likely than not, some material is going to spawn either in this tunnel or this tunnel, in addition to what's underneath this seam of the wall here. So most likely, as I'm digging through here, I'll be able to get whatever's in the floor. There is a rare chance that there'll be a single block of some material here, just a one block ore. And if that happens, it's not a big deal. Again, this gives me the highest chance of finding things. It's not 100% chance, but the highest chance. Now, going down this pathway, if I happen to get to, let's say, this wall down here, instead of just stopping here and then starting that pattern again here, which I am doing, I cut through this walkway here. So I just continue digging in this direction, digging up just a one block wide tunnel. So now down here, I have access to this path going this way, and then this path going this way, and so on. Again, you can just keep repeating this pattern for as far of a distance as you want to, granting you access to all of the material through here. Now, once this layer here is done, I'm sure the next question is, well, how are you going to get anything that's well up above it? Well, that's pretty easy. All I have to do is dig upwards. That's what the stairs are going to be for. So let's just go ahead and dig out a little bit of the roof here, and we'll show off what the next level is going to look like. Now, the vast majority of me digging all this stuff out is just going to be done off camera. It is just constant digging, hoping for materials, maybe not finding any materials, the occasional bit of combat, but nothing guaranteed, and so on. But anything that I find that's interesting, I'll wait to dig out till I'm on camera with you all. So, for this area here, we have this tunnel. The next tunnel that I would want to do above it is going to be here. Because with this tunnel being here, any material along the roof, any material in these walls, or along the roof of this tunnel here, I'll be able to find. Now, I could put ladders that climb up and I, can try and land onto that platform there, or we can use a staircase to get up. So what we'll do is we'll knock back this wall just a little bit, not much, only about 3 blocks. We put our staircase here, again moving this wall backwards just a bit. Go, just like so. We want the tunnel to be again right here. So do this staircase. Nope, don't want a sideways staircase. Staircase right here. That gives us a little landing that we can step onto and begin doing this tunnel here. Now, I did say that I want to have some lighting down these tunnels just to make it easier to see. Well, that's what the glowing gloop is going to be. At the beginning of each of the tunnels, just on the roof, bloop, I can place some glowing gloop. And then instead of having to worry about, oh no, I hit some water, my torches are going to all get washed away, they're just going to be sitting on the roof, like so. Much less chance of them getting washed away. I do kind of have to be careful if I'm swinging at a creature in combat that I don't knock it down, but it shouldn't be too difficult. Because again, if something starts attacking me down one of these tunnels, I'm just going to run out to the main tunnel here, fight it, and then go back down. So yeah, that is going to be the majority of the way that I'm building the parallel pinwheel mine here. Again, I'll be doing this at each of the different Y levels. Y level 64, probably Y level 32, Y level 16. no guarantees that I'm going to be getting specific materials at specific heights, but there's just going to be a good chance that, so for example, at Y level 64, I'll be getting access to some Thermite and maybe a little bit of Octine, and you know, plenty of sulfur. At Y level 32, I'll have a better chance of getting access to some Octine and occasionally some Thermite. At Y level 16, I'll have a better chance of getting access to some Valenite, which is the main thing I'm going to be looking for. Again, once I have a full set of Valenite stuff, I'm not really going to need the Thermite or Octine, but it's still good to have some extra. And of course, I'm always going to be needing sulfur ore. There's not going to be a time where I don't need sulfur ore to clean my tools, repair armor and such, clean the tea bags, things like that. But for now, let's go ahead and head downstairs to continue where I've been digging previously, and I can show you what I found down here. So I will be right back. Alrighty, sorry about that. Had to step away real quick. Yes, let's continue back downwards to where I've been continuing to expand the mining shafts. Let's see what we can see. Now, I haven't expanded out the full ladder well all the way down to this layer just yet. I've been mostly just kind of relying on the weedwood ladder along the side here. I was originally going to be making one of the next sets of tunnels here at Y8, but unfortunately I've discovered that down here at Y8 I'm very much at the middle of a lot of the lake levels, the kind of pitstone cave lakes, and that's just going to be an absolute pain to try and dig through. It can be done. I've done it in the past. It's not that fun to do though. So what I'll do is I'll make the next part of the parallel pinwheel mine here at Y16. That way I'll be at roughly just the surface level of the cave lakes, and I can just build across them versus trying to build like through them, essentially. But as we can see here on this level, we got some pitstone brick, and I did manage to find, as I was just kind of running around lighting this area up a bit, I found some Valenite down here, so that is very awesome. But since we do have the shears and the sickle, let's go ahead and grab a couple samples of this material first before we do anything, just so we got it. So we've got some cave grass here. Got that with the shears, and then we'll use the sickle. Start getting it's going to be, the cave grass blades. Very good. We've got moss way upstairs on the surface, so I don't have to worry about the moss. But it looks like we do have some thorns. Go ahead and grab some samples of thorns here. If nothing else, could potentially use it as a defensive measure if enemies start kind of crawling around after me. But then we'll use the sickle, and we'll grab the bit of thorns from that, which is these thorn branches. Grab a good sample of that. Right, cool. So now that we got those, let's go ahead, grab this Valenite here, and if we take a look inside, there is gonna be some pots of chance. So that'll be good to grab as well. See what we can get from each of these. Some weeping blue petal and Thermite nuggets. Oh, getting attacked. Got some angler tooth arrows. It's always appreciated. Got some reed rope, a white heart, and some sulfur. Very nice. Another. There we go. Got him. Note from a fallen shadow and some limestone flux. Right. And more little termites. A bone wayfinder, lurking shadows, and some green dendrithrist. Very good. Let's see, where's my... Let's do mob drops real quick. Put away that. We'll do our ores and organics, and we'll put away all of these bits for the moment. There we go. Just kind of diluting real quick. Next set of pots. Another termite. The number of termites that we have to fight. More angler tooth arrows and some lurker skin. I definitely appreciate the lurker skin. Poison angler tooth arrows and limestone flux. And last but not least, some more lurker skin. Okay, awesome. That is a good set of pots. And lurker skin will be very helpful for when I need to make the aspect book. Okay. So like I said, we've got some Valinite ore here. That is actually gonna be enough once I take out my octane pick. It's actually gonna be enough for me to go ahead and make a sword out of that. So I think I would like to do such things. Let's go ahead and grab this scabist while we're here. Oh, hi. Hello. Coming down to greet us, eh? All right. But, yeah. So that's some scabist we'll be able to use to coat the sword so it doesn't become corroded. All right. Let's go ahead. We're going to head back upstairs. We're going to make the Valinite sword. And I think what we're also going to go ahead and do, since I haven't done anything with them yet, is we're going to go ahead and make... Let's see. Yep. We're going to start making... Oh, no. I fell. I went too far off to the side. We're going to start using some of the middle gems. Now, the middle gems are basically the Betweenlands version of enchanting. There are 3 types of gems, red, blue, and green. Each one has a different effect depending on whether it's on an amulet, so you get a defensive ability from it, or on a tool, weapon, or tool or weapon, which gives you an offensive ability. You can also attach them to your armor, which provides defensive and offensive abilities as well. And they can stack up to a certain limit. The more you have of a certain kind, the stronger that middle gem's effect is. So, for example, the green one will heal you when you're attacking a creature, and it will provide some absorption hearts when you get hit, which is going to be very helpful for fighting some of the bigger creatures and fighting some of the bosses. Because they can do, as we've been seeing just with the Samurai armor, they can do quite a lot of damage very fast. So let's go ahead and get us a little bit of extra healing with doing this. So the way we get the gems is we take a look. The green middle gem. When on a tool, you have a chance to heal when attacking. When on armor, chance to absorb damage when attacked. So you get this by using the green middle gem ore and a purifier with some sulfur. That's easy to do. We've actually been collecting a fair amount of those gem ores just as we've been going out and about. You can also create an amulet. When equipped, chance to heal when attacking, chance to absorb damage when attacked. Now, the neat thing about the amulet is, as it stands, normally you can only equip one. if you get extra amulet slots, which is a drop from some of the bosses, the big dungeon bosses, you can actually equip one of each of the different amulets, which helps stacking them become much easier. So, with that in mind, let's go ahead and get us to green middle gems. Let's go ahead and dilute just a little bit. Put away this. Let's see, we've got our mob drops like so. Let's see. Note from a fallen shadow. I think we've already got that. 4877. Yeah, I think we've already read this one, but we'll check it real quick just to be on the safe side. First day I managed to find. Yeah, okay, so yeah. That is just the same one that we read previously. And then we also have Lurking Shadows, which is a new one, so we'll go ahead and read that. Put away the Bone Wayfinder. Put away the Slimy Bone. And the Limestone Flux, we'll just put it in here for now. Let's see, mob drops. I do want to go ahead and put away the sickle and the shears for the moment. Okay. So we've got the green middle gems. I'm pretty sure, yes, we found before an amulet socket. We found it smashing one of the pots. Take the amulet socket with some reed rope, we get an amulet. We obviously have plenty of reed rope. So let's go ahead and make our first middle gem amulet. Boop. We have the amulet there. And then we combine that with a green middle gem. There we go. Now we have Fashionable Warrior. That's an advancement. That is going to be... There it is. Upgrade a weapon or armor piece with a middle gem. And then Cling That Bling is to wear an amulet, which let's go ahead and do. Boop. There's the advancement. Cling That Bling. So as you can see down towards the bottom, we now have that green amulet there. So when we go out, we're going to do a little test here. When we get hit, we get some absorption hearts. It's only 2 hearts, and they last for about 10 seconds or so, but it's still going to be helpful. 2 hearts is 2 hearts on hardcore mode. And then when we attack an enemy, if we were hurt, we would heal a little bit based on how much damage we do. Now, obviously, the stronger the sword, the stronger the hit that you do on the enemy, the more you will heal back. Which is why I've been waiting to use the middle gems on the Valenite stuff specifically. I didn't want to keep having to find more green or whatever middle gems to keep putting on Octane or Bone weapons, when I'd rather just save it up for when I get the Valenite stuff. So since we have the Valenite, let's go ahead and craft ourselves a Valenite sword. We will also, since we have it, add some scabbits to it to prevent it from being decayed. Now, of course, I am still going to keep the Octane swords here. That'll be a backup sword just in case my... Yeah, can't combine those just yet. Just in case my Valenite sword gets too low in durability, I can come back to base using my Octane sword to fight, heal up my Valenite sword using the animator, and it'll be good to go. So, to begin, Valenite shards gives me a Valenite sword. Immediately, we're going to put it right back in here and add scabbous to it. Let's get it to well coated 450, 525. There we go. It's got a very good coating. And then last but not least, we'll add the middle gem on it. So now what we'll be doing is every time we attack, we'll have a chance to heal, a higher chance to heal now that we have the amulets and the sword. And anytime we get hit, we'll have a chance of getting a couple absorption hearts. So that is going to help quite tremendously, especially against like the little infestations, because they keep booping me with their poison damage. That'll get taken care of, or at least somewhat, by the absorption hearts. Every time I'm swatting them, especially as they separate, I have a chance to heal. So it's not going to keep me from dying, like full on. It's not going to make me invincible, but it's going to help a lot. Since we got it, let's go ahead and read Lurking Shadows. Let's put that away for a moment. Lurking Shadows. It's them. They're not done with my soul. I keep running farther and farther away, running blindly towards the looming fog, and yet they pursue faster than me, surrounding me, unending spirits, gazing ominously. I don't understand what they want from me. Whenever I seem to get too close to one of them, they vanish into the mist. But they're always following, close behind, driving me slowly insane. That's those little spooky ghost boys that we see every now and again, just kind of out and about. So, we now have Lurking Shadow. Okay. Since we got the sword, since we got the amulet, I think I would maybe like to go test it a bit. Probably. Yep. There we go. You saw that green little ding? That meant that if I was damaged, I would have healed a little bit. This thing has a lot of durability. 2,500 durability compared to 900. So yeah, this sword is going to last me a long while. And then if I need to, I can just repair it in the animator. So yeah, this is going to last. This, especially once I enchant it, is probably going to be the last sword that I need to make beyond the special swords until the end of the mod pack. This is going to be my best sword. Obviously, I still need to enchant it, which I will do once I have access to enchanting. But for now, yeah, this is going to do quite well. But since we have the sword, I would like to actually head back over. Let's just keep these in here for right now. I did not, while I was out there, gather up any of the materials from the sludge plains, just because, again, I wanted to save getting that the first time to be on camera. But let's go ahead, head over there, and we'll test out our sword for a bit. I am not going to use this to attack any of the tar beasts. They will kill me very fast. I know that from plenty of experience. The tar beasts are no joke. You do not want to attempt to fight the tar beast in melee. If I can get far enough away from one, I might smack it with the slingshot, but I will not try to fight one in melee. That is asking for it very badly. But yes, let's go ahead, head over to the sludgy area, and we'll gather up. There we go. I will gather up some of the materials with the scythe and with the sickle and shears, just so we have samples of that. And we can go ahead and gather up these wisps while we're out and about. Let's see. There we go. Oh, hello, small sludgy slime. Hi. Come on. Oh, that's just a regular sludge. There we go. So yeah, like I said, I would go around to those large sludges, let them hop around. As they hop around, they leave the sludge on the ground. I pick up the sludge with my shovel, and I get the sludge balls. Easy as. Okay, we'll swap over to my rubber boots, because we need the rubber boots to stay out of the mud. And let's get some materials while we're out here. Because there are definitely some materials, as we can see right here, that can be gained out here. Sickle and scythe and shears. So we've got the dead weedwood bushes, which I think can just be smelted. I don't think you can actually get much of anything from them. Yeah, you can just compost them. And yep, using the sickle, you just get twigs. That's okay. Not a big deal. Good to test it, just to be on the safe side. Let's actually eat a sap jello just to get my decay meter back up. And we'll snack on a ball of sap. There we go. So we have sludge creep. We'll grab some samples of this with the shears. And then using the sickle, we will grab some... We got the sludge creep with the shears and the sludge creep leaves with the sickle. Okay. Looks like a slime unfortunately met its end here, a sludge. So we'll grab the items. Moving along, being very careful of the sludgy dirt. Do not want to get stuck in the sludgy dirt. I think I already grabbed what was inside this ruins. Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, I did not. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get it now, because why not? Some bricks. Oh. Yep, of course. We have a termite to fight. Got some yellow dendrothris. Very nice. And an item scroll. I will take that. I do want to kind of get back to collecting stuff from the item scrolls and the pots of chance. This is just regular old poison ivy. It just has a different color because we're out here in the sludge plains. But I'll grab a couple bits of it. I've already done so in the past, but just to have it. Okay. Let me just dilute using the mod drops real quick. And move on. Okay. So yeah, tons and tons of sludge creep. Not seeing any other plants out here at the moment. That is tar. Again, we're being very careful around the tar. Excuse me. That's all sludgy dirt. Sludgy dirt slows us down incredibly much. Oh, hi! You came out of the ground. Spawned right out of the ground there. Okay. Keeping an eye out for any time I am around the tar pits. Thank you, sludge. Go ahead and grab the sludge balls. Greatly appreciated. We do have a giant weedwood tree here. Hi, I hear you slurping around behind me. But yeah, it's nice to have this Valenite sword. That will last me, like I said, for pretty much the rest of the game, the rest of the mod pack. There is one or two swords that do more damage, but they're like boss finds, so I'm not going to be able to get them anytime soon. We do have, obviously, you know, the big the big thing right there. We have a dungeon. I am not prepared. Apologies. I'm not prepared to do that dungeon yet. I'm not going to be doing that dungeon until I have a full suit of Valenite armor. And probably even then, not until I have it enchanted. Just because I know the enemies in there can do a lot of damage. Not only that, but in the lower portions of that dungeon, there are a lot of environmental hazards that can do a lot of durability damage to your armor very quickly. I've had once or twice, back when playing Sevtech, I had a couple times that when I was playing through the dungeon that's in there, I had basically a bunch of like falling bricks fall onto my head, and do enough durability damage to my armor to break it very fast, which meant I had to reset the save. And I really do not want to do that here. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, this sword's about doing about 7 damage a hit, which is much better than the Octane sword. And again, because I'm going to be using lots of Scabist on it, it's not going to be decayed, so it's going to keep doing that amount of damage pretty much all the time. But yeah, the falling rocks and such that are out, that are in that dungeon, especially in the lower areas, like I said, they do a lot of durability damage very fast, and I don't want to risk my armor getting broken. So, nope. The sludgeon is definitely going to have to wait, regretfully. There's some good stuff in it. There's some very good stuff in it, but it needs to wait. I do have a few other bosses that I intend to tackle, some dungeons I intend to explore before I step foot in there. Let's go ahead and grab this Crimson Middle Gem ore. Thank you. Again, being very careful of the tar. Run past. I did see there's another white over there. All right. This is going to be an interesting experiment because I know it is technically a thing. I've just not seen it personally. So you have a white here. If a white steps into a tar pit like so, it becomes a tar beast. Yep. So yeah, tar beasts are effectively just tar covered whites. I wanted to see if I could see that transformation happen. It to be honest, wasn't much of a transformation. It just, the thing went down and then came back up and it was a tar beast. So that's fine. Yes, let's grab some nettle leaves. Grab those. Oh, get some middle gem ore here. Thank you. Have a couple balls of sap. And we'll move along. I kind of want to go see. Let's collect some of these. Ow, ow, ow. What? Oh, shallow breath. I did not see the green to see that there was a shallow breath around me. I'm going to collect plenty of these weeping blues. But what I was going to say is I kind of want to try and go take a look at that giant weedwood tree that's over there and see if I can get anything from that. There it is. There is... Oh, there's some angry between stone here. Hi. Thank you. Any pots here? No pots here. I did see off in this direction a spawner. Let's go ahead and check that out while we're out here. And then I might go check the weedwood tree. There's a lot of mud here. I'm curious as to what kind of spawner this is. As always, we're going to be very careful. Observe it a little bit. Grab some of these pebbles. Very helpful to get. Oh, is that just a termite spawner? Yep. Okay, well, I mean, that it, while not being bad, you know, It's very basic. Okay, thank you for the heart there. It's not the worst kind of spawner that it could be. I'll take it. Let's go ahead and see what's in the chest. We'll probably have to... Thank you. Let's go ahead and empty our inventory real quick. We'll just shove everything into the mob drops pouch, so we have plenty of room to get all the stuff from the chest here. Hi. There we go. Yeah, these are not a big deal to fight. They're slightly annoying, but you know, nothing hard to battle. Okay, what do we got? Oh, I got a hat. Interesting. And also importantly, an item scroll. Very cool. Alright. Yep. You guys are so dangerous. Oh no, I'm being overrun by termites. How dare. Hi, can you stop? Okay, fine. I'm just gonna let you drown down there. You're being a butt. I'm gonna let you drown. Okay. Hi, White. Yes, I'm going to stop and fight you. I would like to heal. Okay, so the heal doesn't happen too often. Would have liked for the heal to happen more often, because apparently it wasn't happening at all there. That's fine. Good to know. We'll need more green to be able to do that. We can we have ourselves an explorer's hat. Nice. Looks neat. I think it's supposed to be kind of like an Indiana Jones style hat. Very cool. We got 2 item scrolls, which is awesome. Boop, boop. There we go. Okay. But yeah, that chest was definitely worth going after. I do want to go ahead and break the chest just to show myself that I've got everything from it. So real quick, run over and oh, come on now. Come on. Try and get up. There we go. Grab the chest and run! Run away! Run away! So dangerous, run away! Alright, there we go. And we chill here for a moment. We got the weedwood chest. I just like collecting the chests once I've emptied it out, just to remind myself that, hey, there's not, you know, another chest of goodies to get here. Just already got everything from it. Move along. I might mark this spawner. I'm not too worried about it because there's not really anything that I want to like harvest from a you have a little dude on your back, so I'm just gonna leave you alone. There's nothing really that I can like harvest from the termites, so it's not really worth like marking the chest as a, hey, I need to make sure, or not, excuse me, not the chest, the marking the spawner, but like, hey, I need to come back here and grind up a bunch of, you know, termite drops, because there really aren't any drops from a termite, just XP. Now if they did drop something useful, that would be nice, but as we saw, they kind of don't. Okay, moving along. We've got some coral down here. Got some more crimson middle gem. Got some bug beans. A couple lurkers. Again, with how often I was not getting the heal from from the sword. I definitely do not want to rely on that as my only way of healing. I definitely have to make sure that I have plenty of saturation to heal through whatever damage I'm taking. But hopefully, once I have, you know, a full set of armor and things of that nature, I should be able to heal through a lot of stuff. I just kind of want to go exploring this way for a bit. I have still yet to find the, who's flying behind me? Oh, it's just a lurker. I have still yet to find the, like, the deep ocean biome. That used to be, at the very least in my experience, was a lot more prevalent. But, that's alright. Oh, some anglerfish. Hi. Can I hit you, please? Can I please hit you? Thank you. Such a pain in the butt to hit. Chow down a couple balls of sap and some smoked anadilla meat. And we'll swap over to the snail flesh. Oh, that is, yeah, that anadilla meat was getting very close to getting to getting not that tasty. Good thing I checked that. Okay. Hi. There we go. Fortunately, not getting any angler's teeth from those. Oh well. Kind of bobbing along here. Just kind of going exploring a little bit. Grab some swamp kelp. Because we can. Oh, I did get a couple angler teeth. Just a couple. There we go. What do we got around here? Oh, we got some of the red plants. What's it, copper iris, I think? Yes. Grab a few more of these. Just so I have plenty for doing aspect stuff. Oh, even got some blue iris. As a matter of fact, I can't make that yet because I don't have, didn't get any more Sumerite yet. I will still have to go hunting for some Sumerite. There's a lot of blue iris out here, dang. I appreciate that. Oh. They're playing a little concert. See if I can get close. Yeah, you got a guy there playing his little stringed instrument, and the other guy's playing a little flute. Nice. Just leave them there. Hi there. See, we're in the Course Islands here. Well, this says it's actually ocean and beach down in this direction. Out of curiosity, do I don't have the boat on me. I know, one of the rare times that I actually, like, want to go, you know, potentially boating, I don't have the boat on me. That's okay. It's not a big deal. Let's see what we can find. More blue iris. More copper iris. Take some volar pad. That's a floating island over there is what that is. Ah, and now it's daytime. We can see! Huzzah! Ooh. Oh! It's one little plant, guys. Hi. Alright, well, we'll just leave it alone. Moving on. Hello, lurker. Still well coated. Still plenty well coated. Okay. Yep, that is a floating island. Passing by the lurker there. Looks like a couple floating islands. I don't think these were the ones... Yeah, I don't think these are the ones I went to before, considering I'm exploring this area kind of brand new. There's the lurking shadow that was being talked about in the note. Refresh our... There we go. See, oh, got some ore down there. Let's see, can I do this any sort of safely? I doubt this is going to be able to lead me all the way up onto the island itself. We'll just check real quick. And up. Nope. Hey, there we go. Cool. Actually made it onto the island. Look at that. Dig out from underneath. No enemies up here, thankfully enough. No, Chiramaw matriarchs. Which again, I'm not going to try and fight. At least not anytime soon. But, okay. I just wanted to see what was up here, that's all. Okay, there's a root system there, so we're gonna jump down this way. Ooh, made it. All right. Well, been going for a bit. Got some goodies. Managed to get ourselves a new Valenite sword, which is awesome. I think that I would like to go ahead. Let's head back towards home. It's going to take a little bit to get there, but that's okay. Oh, pots of chance. Always got to stop off for pots of chance. But yeah, let's go ahead and head back towards home and animate these item scrolls that we got. See if we can get anything good. Climb up its ladder here. Let's see. Boop. Nice. Boop. Can I hit you, please? I don't know why it seems to be so difficult. Excuse me. I don't know why it seems to be so difficult to hit those sometimes. Like, the hitbox just does not register. There we go. Alright, there's more pots of chance there. More pots over here. Go ahead and collect our ladders back. Yeah, let's go for these pots. Off in the wilderness. Let's see what we can get. There we go. I need to empty my inventory. My lurker is very appreciated. And I'm just kind of tossing stuff into random pouches. I know that I specifically... Oh. I know that I have a specific pouch for specific stuff. It's fine. Just quick shove everything into there and move along. There we go. See if I could get some Samurai, that would be appreciated. Not finding any right now, regretfully. Ladder up. Yep. Well, come on down. You're the one to knock me down here. Let's let us do battle. Okay. All right. Yeah. It's going to be a little bit of a trip home. Let's go ahead and just head home. Because we are getting pretty close to the end of an episode here. It's going to be a little bit over, but that's okay. All right. It is this direction for center base. I definitely think I need to start bringing out my... my lurker hide armor with me, and or just have the boat with me, just for times like this where, yeah, I'm gonna have to swim for a while. I can swim, and that's gonna take a long while, or I can use the boat, or if I have the lurker hide armor, then I can get across a lot faster. Yes, Shirama, you're very dangerous. You're very scary. Yes, you are. All right. We got another weedwood tree stump here. Eat. Oh, hi there. Smoked snail flesh is doing fine. Okay. Back we go. Take a quick peek. Oh, I see a little statue man down there. I may have to come back for him. I'm assuming that is one that I have not gone to yet. Let's see, where are we on the map? Ah, we're right here. Okay. This is area that I have tread in the past. That's okay. I think these, yeah, I think he's probably spawned from the previous time I was out here, or when there was the Red Sky event going on. Got some swamp reeds. I'm assuming some spawned in an area that they couldn't, that they shouldn't technically exist. Therefore, they broke once the thingy was updated. All right, move around. On our way back to home. Back to good old center base. Shouldn't take all too long to get back to, thankfully enough. Oh, a bunch of those guys just popped out of the ground. Alright, dodge around the tar pit. See a white off in the distance that's running after me. I do not want it to really fall into a tar pit and have another tar beast spawn. I don't know if once a white becomes a tar beast by walking into a tar pool, I don't know if they will despawn, but I really don't want to find out, at least not yet. So if that one is still back there, we'll just leave it back there and someday come and shoot it with a bunch of arrows and or pebbles. Speaking of whites, that's the white spawner that we found previously. Very good place to farm up some white hearts, although we have a fair amount of them at the moment. We are going to need to probably use a couple of them in a moment because cheer them off first off. But I would like to go ahead and animate those item scrolls that we got. See if we can get anything good out of them. There's always a chance we can get something useful out of an item scroll. No. Doesn't happen all too often, but, you know, if we happen to get some Ceremerite out of it, that would be definitely useful. So in we go. Go ahead and change my boots. Ooh, my helmet took a lot of hits. Ouch. I'll definitely have to repair that before heading out again. Good to know. Okay. Like I said, we got some item scrolls. We got some white hearts. Let's see. There are 2 item scrolls right there. We do have some sulfur, which we'll be needing for the animator. Thank you. I will take all that sulfur. Thank you. Okay. Grab our life crystal. And these are the only other 2 item scrolls I have. I have no others. Okay. We will grab some sulfur. Ah, yes. Let me eat a couple sap jellos just to get my decay meter back up. There we go. Much better. Okay. So, life crystal. Boop. Sulfur. Item scroll. Let's see what we get. We'll end off the episode by animating these 2. See what goodies we can get. Keeping an eye out on my mini-map just to make sure that I don't have another shallow breath coming to attack me. But let's see what we get. Oh, I will take that. I will very much take some Ceremerite ingots. That is very useful. I'm a happy boy. Let's see, go ahead and heal up the life crystal. And for the last item scroll of the night. But yes, getting 12 Ceremerite from that is very good. I'll be able to use that to make the composter, which we'll do next time. I can start probably going through at least a little bit of the aspect stuff with the gecko cages. And yeah, we'll just continue collecting materials as we can to find all of the aspects. And boop. Oh, I got a skull mask. I don't remember what the skull mask does in specific. I think you can basically walk around the whites and they won't attack so much. I don't fully remember off the top of my head, but it's a good thing we got anyway. There we go. But until next time, thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you have a good day. And good game.